Hello, all you beautiful internet friends of mine. The Noob here. It's after Thanksgiving, Black Friday's come and gone, Cyber Monday's gone, and now we're heading into the holidays. So I decided it is time to share some good news, some wholesome news. Recently, a manga that I've been reading for a while has been licensed and will soon be getting an English adaptation and brought over to the States. And if anyone is excited for this manga, it's your boy the Noob. This manga, simply known as Komi-san wa Kumiushu Desu, or as it's commonly known as, Komi Can't Communicate. Now, this is by far the most wholesome manga I have ever read. To describe the level of wholesomeness, if you've been on the internet long enough, you know that there's a list of rules, that things that will always happen on the internet. And the most famous one is Rule 34. If it's on the internet, we will loot it. But here's the thing. This manga, this character known as Komi, is so pure, so wholesome, that when there have been people who have tried to do Rule 34 on her, they've had a massive pouring of people basically telling them, no, 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 no. This wholesome goddess is just pure. She is innocent and you just want to protect her. Now, as I said, I'm someone who's actually been reading this for a while. It started off in 2016 as a one-shot and became licensed to make an actual series out of it. And I've been keeping up with it. I believe it's got 10 volumes out right now. But it hadn't been translated over to the US. There's the online translations, but no actual physical mangas in the US. But thanks to Viz Media, it should be coming out, from what I've been able to see, sometime next year, which I am all for it. I will buy all of them. I know I read a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't, and you may not know about this. So let me give you a brief recap of who this Miss Komi is, why she's so wholesome, and why everyone on the internet is falling in love with her. Alright, so on the first day of the main character, Shoko Komi, arrives to school, she is, from day one, basically put on a pedestal. She's got the long, silky black hair, the slim figure, the very distant stare, and she never talks. No one ever hears her speak. But when people try to talk to her, she kind of gets these intense looks. You may be thinking she's the cool beauty, the one that doesn't talk to people, and you're wondering, why is she so wholesome? Well, that's where we get our main boy. Totando Hitoto is the male student and kind of the straight man in this story, as you will see from all the characters that you meet. He wants to introduce himself and talk to Miss Komi. He does talk to her at the locker, but when she stares him down, he gets really nervous. But it's not until later he comes to realize it's not that she won't talk to people, it's that she can't. You see, Komi actually has a bit of social anxiety, to the point that when she wants to talk, she can't. And in fact, if she is forced to talk, she starts to get jittery and shake. Now, our boy, Totando, he starts to talk with her. And he tries to figure out how to get her to communicate, so he actually writes on the blackboard. Now, at first, it almost seems like she's not going to reply or anything, but then she starts talking. And being the good boy that he is, he talks with her through the blackboard. They start writing messages, drawing little pictures, and they talk for a while. It is at that point that he learns that her only goal in life is to get over her anxiety and make 100 friends. And without missing a beat, he says, "I'm your first friend." Now, it's from there the story continues. Miss Comey, she is very nervous. Now, I can understand this because I'm very social myself, but there are certain situations where I will freeze up and I don't talk to people. Parties is a great example. I could easily host a party. I could DJ it. I could, put food. I could run the thing. But if you ask me to go to like a rave party or something and dance, I kind of freak out. So I actually understand where this little lady is coming from. See, as she continues to grow in this story, she starts to communicate more and more with people. And usually it's through a notebook that she carries. She'll write down what she wants to say, and she will. But she does talk eventually, but when she does, it is a very low, subtle voice. Almost a whisper. And the looks that she has when she talks, it is just the cutest thing ever. Now, as I told you, our boy is the straight man in the story because you come to find out later on that almost everyone in this classroom of theirs, in fact, a lot of the people that Comey interacts with throughout this series, they're all a little odd in their strange ways. You've got the boy/girl, no one's really sure anymore character, who is super friendly. You've got the girl who is super obsessed, almost to the stalking love version for Comey. You've got another girl who just wants Comey to treat her like a dog. There's also the male character who thinks he's perfect and always strutting a pose and stuff like that. Almost reminds me of JoJo a little. Also other people in her life that are slightly strange. You find out her family is pretty much unique in themselves. The father and the brother are both very silent, very much like Comey. But the mom, she is beautiful and hyper and happy. It's like if Comey could ever get over her anxiety and be super jumpy happy like her, this is what she would look like when she's older. And oh boy, anime moms. And so far and so on. And throughout these interactions, Comey starts making friends with all of them. And when they take her out to do things, be it go out to the fireworks festival or going to an amusement park or even going to the beach, just her interactions alone and the way that she copes with not being able to talk while trying to talk is it just touches my heart. She becomes the kind of character that you want to protect. And the best part is she is almost childlike because the more she interacts, the more she gets excited. Like there are points in the manga where you could tell when she's super interested or super excited because she gets cat ears. Now she's not a Neko, but when she gets like super excited, they will pop out. In fact, people have actually made GIFs of these things which are perfect. They fit perfectly. This has already got 10 volumes out. If they were to drop 10 volumes out at once at Barnes & Noble, I guarantee you I would throw money at Barnes & Noble's. This manga is so sweet, so pure. You could get diabetes from reading this. I don't care what anybody says. I always am looking for this. When I hear the next chapters out or next volumes out on my webpage that I read it from, I instantly go to it. I stop everything. I don't care. Viz Media has picked it up, which is a good thing. And I'm really hoping, and a lot of people I know are hoping, that this will get an anime adaptation. But if they do, they're going to have to find the perfect character to play her. Someone who, when they speak, is soft-spoken, but to the point where you really focus in on it. Now, what do you think? After just hearing a little bit about this manga, are you going out to read it? I suggest you do. Go find it on, there's multiple websites that have it, both the legal and the pirated version. But this is a manga that I will straight out say buy it. When it comes out, go buy it. If you are not captivated by this quiet girl by the end of the first manga, then what's wrong with you? Why do you not want to protect this wholesomeness? Anyways, I'm the Noob. I just wanted to bring you that news, and hopefully I'll have some more news for you. Until then, see ya.